Hey guys, and happy Friday. So today I have a really easy trash to treasure DIY for you guys using this picture frame that the glass broke off of, these handcuff chains from the Dollar Tree, this shelf liner, and a piece of foam board from the Dollar Tree. And I mean, you can use an old picture frame, you can use paint stir sticks and glue them together. And if you don't find any of these chains at the Dollar Tree, you can use old handle, like, what are they called? The handles for like drawers, or, old cabinet handles or anything like that. Or, you can use, I'm trying to think. Oh, you can use those curlers that I always use, the ones that look like little pipes, and shape them into a handle. Or you can use some rope, that'll work too. So I took those pieces outside. I spray painted the frame black, and I spray painted the pieces of the handcuffs silver. So while those are drying, I'm going to take this piece of shelf liner, I'm going to cut it to fit over this piece of foam board that I pre-cut to fit the picture frame. It was a really awkward shape because I had already cut a few pieces off of the foam board, so I just decided to pre-cut it. And then I just got the shelf liner in there and cut the little corner pieces off so that I could fold them over and hot glue them on there. And just to tell you a little bit about today's challenge, or today's collaboration, it is the Using Trash to Create Treasure, and it is hosted by Coffee with My Sunshine and co-hosted by DIY Beauty on Purpose. And you definitely want to check them out. Their channels are amazing. They have awesome DIYs. I mean, these ladies are so talented. So I will put their channel links in the description box along with the playlist. So be sure to check them all out and let them know that I sent you. And if you are here from the playlist, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you stick around and hang out with my crazy little family here. And for those of you that are returning, thanks for coming back. So I'm just going to go ahead. I cut the corners off of that, and I'm just going to glue the flaps over. I'm going to take some hot glue and just glue them onto the foam board. And it took me a couple of times to do this because it wasn't laying flat for some reason. So I did end up having to like take it off and re-glue it, and I'm not going to show you all of that just because it's tedious. I ended up having to like take all the glue off and redo it, so I didn't show you all of that, but I did have to do it a couple of times because I kind of messed it up. But at the end, it worked out and it looked great. So you're going to see the finished product when I'm done with it. And like I said, it took me quite a few times to get it right. So I finally got it in there, and now I'm just fitting the piece into the frame. I had to kind of bend the foam board just a little bit so that I could fit in there nice and tight, and then I wouldn't have to glue it or, add anything extra to it. And of course, this tray it's actually going to be a tray that I'm making, is not going to be something that you can put a bunch of heavy stuff on or move around with stuff on it. Although when I was taking the pictures, I did move the tray around with the stuff on it, and it held up really well. It didn't feel like it was going to come apart or fall or break or anything. I did not hold it from the handles. I did just grab it from the actual frame. But it's, everything held up. Like I said, I put all my decor on there, and then I decided to kind of move the tray someplace else, and it held up. Nothing fell. And like I said, it wasn't like all flimsy or anything. So, the foam board is pretty sturdy. So if you want to, you can always just take a few pieces of either painter's sticks or stir sticks, anything, another piece of foam board, put it all the way underneath. I mean, all across the bottom of it to give it some extra support. If you don't have foam board, you can use cardboard, or if you have a piece of, wood that you can cut up, you can use that as well. Whatever you have, it works. And these little handcuff pieces turned out great. I think they match, the little tray really well, and they really look like handles. And I thought it came out great. So I'm going to definitely be using these for other projects that I have coming up because they're perfect. So I just glued these on, try to measure it out to make it just as even as possible. and I just glue those on with some hot glue. And like I said, you're not going to really be able to hold it by these handles, but it's a decor piece. And this frame is like an 11 by 14 frame, I believe. And I've had it for a really, really long time, and it's just been sitting in my basement, and then the glass broke, so I was going to throw it away and figured, it's a frame. You can use it for different things. I don't usually frame a whole lot of things like projects, but I figured I could use it for something, and this is what I'm using it for. So after that, those were glued on, all I did was decorate it and put it on my table. So that is it, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope this inspires you. And until the next time, be the reason someone smiles. Bye, guys.